All right, welcome back, everybody. This is MDawg, and I know it's been a few days for the leveling guide, but I thought we would ease back into it with a couple videos tonight, hopefully. And we're going to start we're just going to mess around with Bly a little bit. Supposedly there's a bream spot at Winding, and that would allow us to try spin fishing at Winding. So I'm thinking next session, maybe that's what we'll do. But for now, we're just going to fish here at Winding. I haven't really felt like we've gotten as much time in here as I wanted, so let's just try some different lures. And even though it's been a few days, we'll see if any of these same spots are still fairly active. All right, that's a good sign. It's a grayling at least. As we continue to level our spin fishing. One nice thing about this approach is we should already be able to use spoons by the time we ever go to quarry at this pace. That is a little chub, or is that a grayling? It's a grayling. So we're on the grayling, we just got to find the right size. Notice it's 10:30 in the morning, so we didn't get that nice early morning bite where sometimes the larger fish will come in, but this is a decent one. If this is a grayling, this is what we're looking for. As far as the map, this is where we are on the map. 70-34. Casting on this around this rock that's right in front of us. You really hope it's a grayling, but with this size, it could easily be something else too, though. I think worst case scenario, when you consider that you can catch grayling and brown trout here, worst case scenario of the fish that you would typically catch would be chub. I mean, you're fine with a good sized chub, but now, it could be an asp. I mean, it could be a non-marker asp, so that'd be really bad too. It also could be a non-marker taimen, but I just think that that's unusual. It's less likely to get those two. Let's see if we can move this fish at all. Let him work upstream a little bit. Yeah, so that looks like a chub, right? No? Maybe? It's got to either be a chub or... Yeah, it's a chub. I can tell now. So at least it's a marker. Of course, we'd love to see that be a grayling at that size, but... it is a marker, so we'll take it. Yeah, so far we've had some good success here in this little spot. And we are using a little hornet. So there, that fish got on before we even started reeling. Pretty small grayling again. Yep, there we go. It's just really active right now. It may be the weather. A little bit of rain or the temperature being a little lower. It just feels active at the moment. That's a marker, right? Nope. Just forget how tiny of a little setup we're using here. never did do speed up, but oh, that said fish got away. So it was actually on there long enough to get the fish got away indicator. It must have been on in the drop. I really did not notice it, but it must have been. Oh, yay. I think it's our first marker grayling, isn't it? Yep, first marker grayling. Alright, we know this hornet's working. Let's try the dragon bell. Dragon bell 2002. Ooh, whoa. And that was on the drop. Maybe we should start pausing on these. Huh. It looked like a nice fish. Alright. Yeah, Dragon Bell still seems to be working pretty good. Let's see if it's grayling. Yes, it is. Little brown trout. Okay, is there something else? Oh yeah, we could try the Aquila. This spot just seems really good at the moment. Yep, on the drop. Another grayling. There's that brown trout. A little marker. We got ourselves a little spot here. It's interesting, some of these lures we do seem to get a little higher percentage of brown trout. But this is kind of what you want, right? Is a reasonable chance of catching grayling and brown trout at Belaya. Especially if you're lower level or don't have, you know, are using lighter gear kind of thing. Hornet 4? Hornet 4, huh? Alright, let's see what's on. I think we might have a fish on one or both of our feeders. I did throw our feeders in with just like worm and bloodworm, just to see if they would do anything over on this side. Not even using ground bait. Interesting. Okay, we did catch a little grayling on that, on worm. Oh, this must... Maybe this was the fish got away. It was on there for so long it finally got away. It's possible. That's more likely than it giving us a fish got away on that really quick on-off on our other one. Alright, so the 4 is out of stock. And notice these hornets are expensive too. But probably any of them are working okay. We already do have a hornet, so I'm not necessarily going to get one just to have another one. Oh, we could try these. I haven't tried this one in that spot yet. We also could get this one. It's got some black on there. It could ease into like evening time. We'll try one more lure here. Let's stay in the same spot a little bit longer here, but let's try this. Let's try this type of lure. Nice. Okay, so fish are active on it. Try this one more time, then we'll switch to the other color as well, especially while it's still earlier in the day. Let it drop. Hornets are really good. I think the spikers tend to be the very best sometimes, but hornets can be really good too. I'm trying not to use too many. We've just got the 150 silver lure at the moment, trying to use some of the less expensive stuff. I think somebody actually left a message recently about a less expensive lure that they like to use. Here, I'll have to look that up real quick. These seem to sink a little faster on the drop. We got touching bottom there really quick on this one. These might be a little heavier. No, I don't know why. Maybe it's just my imagination. I was going to try to pull up that comment real quick. I'm just curious. I don't remember what they had said. All right, I'm just not sure. I don't see it. I know somebody said something recently. I apologize. I'll have to go back and find it. But let's cast this one more time. Then we'll go back to the Hornet. See if it still seems like we're catching fish pretty regularly here, or if we need to try one of the other spots. Whoa. Hey, nice grayling. Okay. I mean, that's as good a grayling as we've caught all day, pretty much. That was on this Heaven Creek. I think they might have been talking about the dragonfly stream, but I'm basing that off my memory, which I could be wrong. What? It popped off? So that one got on with no drop, no pause. That was just straight retrieval when that one hit. Ooh. Is that a brownie? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Belaya is this good all the time, but it's good right now. it's good right now. We're not making a lot of silver because we just haven't hit any like over a kilo grayling, but the consistent bite rate has been nice. You'll get some lucky cafe orders sometimes. We're leveling up spin fishing, and we're still making some silver. That's a nice one. Fish came out of nowhere. Alright, let's go check our feeders. Yeah, see what's on the bloodworm. Little perch. $45 silver. Oh, that's 2 big graylings, dang. You could target that perch order, I guess. But, I mean, 45 silver, leveling up spin fishing again. I knew we weren't making a killing on silver because of the size of the fish. But we're doing pretty good for how much time we've been going. Yeah, so I'm starting to think that, like, for the most part, because there's another really nice one. So you kind of just maybe grind it out in the middle part of the day. But I think it's more likely, it seems like it's more likely that your nice ones might come out either in the mornings, which we missed this day, or in the evening, which we're in the middle of right now. And I haven't tried different retrieval speeds in a while. I mean, I like 25, but it may be that sometimes it's good to go a little faster or a little slower. There we go. Another nice one. Oh, we can almost see it out there. Ah, it's gonna pop off. It's just too big for our little setup, I think. That is one angry fish. Taking lots of damage on the reel when it gets in the orange like that, but it's okay. I don't think it's going to spool us straight across. I could be wrong, but I think we're okay straight across. As long as we keep it like moving up current. I don't think spooling is what's going to happen. I think we're just running a lot of risk here of it popping off, but I'd love to know what this is though. It's got to be 2 kilos, right? Doesn't it seem like whatever this is probably about 2 kilos? And a fighter. He's kind of giving up. So he stayed on this long. I think it increases our chance of him staying on the longer we can keep him on the line. So feeling a little better about it now. Doesn't seem like we're going to get spooled. It seems like he's getting more and more tired. I'm looking up in the sky to just keep as much tension on him as possible. I have the rod do a lot of the work here. I know it's a little bit weird to be looking up like that, but just trying to increase our chances of actually landing this fish. Yeah, he's moving down even with us. So let's try to stay straight so that the current is not working against us as much as possible. At least until he's like completely tired and just coming straight in, which we're close to that. Oh, me. I mean, I don't know that I'd want to try to get one any bigger than this. Whatever this is. It's a long fight on this little setup. So we've, fished 3/4 of a day here. It seems like Belia's in a pretty healthy spot right now. Again, you know, the weather was good today. A little rainy, a little cooler. But first impression after having a couple days off is that right now Belaya is pretty healthy, especially if you're lower level and trying to level up spin fishing a little bit, or just trying to do something a little different to mix it in, take a break from the bottom fishing or whatever. And unless it just randomly pops off here, this fish is now coming straight in. Best case scenario is that it's a grayling, right? Most bang for our buck if we can catch a bigger grayling. I guess if it's a really healthy brown trout, you never complain about that. What you don't want to see here is asp. I don't necessarily want to see chub, but it's a healthy chub if it's a chub. Can't tell. It didn't look like a grayling to me, though. It looked more like a brown trout or an asp, but I'm not sure. It was too far and it's dark. I mean, if it was a grayling, 2 kilo grayling, you'd see that. It'd be obvious that it was a grayling. Yeah, that is not a grayling. It's not a brown trout either. Man, we hit an asp. Yeah, those asp are nasty fighters. But for that size, we don't want an asp. With this size gear and stuff. But still, nice fish. We got in a decent asp. 6 silver. You know, just again, that's for that size. We'd much rather have that have been a 1.5 to 2 kilo grayling. But either way, it all adds up. There's 60 silver in 21 minutes, right? I mean, that's pretty good. We're up close to 300. I think, you know, it's tempting. We may do a little bit more Belaya fishing next. I'll just see how I'm feeling. The other thing is we want to go to Winding and try the bream spot there. But I think if we're going to do that, first we spend a little bit of silver to try to get harvesting baits up to 35%. And so we can at least use garlic dough. Okay, I'm glad we got another episode in. I'll try to get another one in a little later tonight. As always, thanks for the support. Thanks for being here. And I will see you next time.